What is going on, guys? It's Idle here, and I'm back with some more Genshin Impact news. Our boy Xinyan tweeted out the Zhongli, Childe and Xinyan character info translated into English, all grouped up into one picture. So I'm gonna go over all this info for you guys right now. Alright guys, and before we get into the content, remember I am still running that $100 Primo Gem giveaway. It's once I hit 100 subscribers, which we're already halfway there. It still blows my mind this fast. So keep showing the support, guys. Comment down below your favorite character with the hashtag Primo Gem giveaway. Hit the subscribe button and you'll be entered. Let's start the video. So we got Zhongli here. Geo, Polearm, same info we all know, just laid out nicely for us. I'm gonna go over all three characters here really briefly. It's already what you guys know, but it's nice to have it condensed in one video, right? So we got the elemental skill, which is going to be his E. If you press it, he gathers geo elements around him and it forms a construct. That'll deal AoE geo damage. All nearby geo constructs, for example, like the Traveler's Meteor, will resonate with Zhongli's geoconstruct, and that'll deal damage to all nearby enemies. So if you have multiple constructs in the area that stayed there after a skill, it'll radiate, dealing damage to all enemies nearby. His own counts as an object, which means it can block attacks, may be climbed. Only one of Zhongli's geoconstruct can exist at once. This way he doesn't spam them, but as they just mentioned, you can use other characters' skills. So the Meteor from the Traveler. Now, if you hold it, commands all nearby geo elements to explode, which is crazy. So you can explode whenever you decide. You can have them radiating there, and when you're ready to just pop them all, you can just do so by holding. And you're going to gain a shield that scales with Zhongli's max HP will be created. This shield will have 250% efficiency when absorbing geo damage. It also deals AoE geo damage. Don't know what the rest mean. So you're going to be able to take more hits, making him a lot more tankier, and it's going to deal damage while it's on you. The elemental burst. Now you're going to call down a giant meteor, dealing devastating damage to all enemies hit, while also petrifying them. If petrify is what I think it is, just like in idle heroes, it's gonna turn them to stone, otherwise freeze them for a short amount of time, which is great CC utility. Oh, look at me. It says petrify next. Petrified enemies will not be able to move and will take an additional 20% physical and geo damage. There we go. Not only does it stun them, but they take 20% increased damage. This will be really great to increase your damage. Now we got some Ascension Passives here. Passive number 1, when Zhongli's shield from his elemental skill takes damage, active character shield fortification, it's called Strong Shield and Attributes, that will be increased by 5%. This effect stacks up to 5 times, so you're having up to 25% more. That's crazy. That's just, wow. That's just a lot of stats right there. An Ascension 4 passive, Zhongli's Elemental Burst result will deal additional damage equal to 20% of Zhongli's max HP. And the utility passive, 15% of minerals used when crafting polearms will be refunded. So back to the Ascension passive, that's crazy because he looks like you're going to build him with a lot of HP anyways. And 20% extra damage is nothing to laugh at, especially when it's so easy to put HP on these characters through your artifacts, through your weapon secondary stats. So he's going to be amazing. Let's move into the second character. Your boy Childe. Hydro bow user. Big attack, shoots up to 6 arrow at enemies. Your simple stuff there. Charged attacks. It's when fully charged. Arrow will deal water damage and apply Broken Flow. Broken Flow reads AoE hydro damage will be dealt to all nearby enemies of the target hit when any enemy under the effect of Broken Flow is hit by any of Childe's attacks. This damage is calculated as regular attack damage. So when Childe hits an enemy, other enemies nearby will be dealt damage as well. So it's just pumping out more AoE damage. His E skill, the elemental skill, unleashes a equipment made of water, dealing hydro damage to all nearby enemies, and enters melee stance. So now he's going to be in melee stance. Again, another AoE skill, great for clearing waves. Super, super fun. I mean, we've seen the animations to the skill, looks great. Regular attack, a 6 combo of slashes that deals hydro damage. Charge attack instantly performs 2 slashes in front of Childe. Uses a stamina. And then the Broken Flow slash. When hitting an enemy under Broken Flow, while in melee stance, a slash will be executed, dealing more AoE hydro damage, and is calculated as a regular attack. Now his ult, Elemental Burst. When he's in his range stance, he's going to shoot a magical arrow that's going to have hydro in it. It's going to deal AoE hydro damage while also applying that Broken Flow, so it's going to deal more AoE to all enemies hit. Best thing about this is the next sentence. Refunds partial elemental energy after use. So you're going to be spamming your skills more because it's going to recharge. And if you have energy recharge on him already, I can see you're always just switching stance. Usually stance characters are always just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's going to help them perform more damage. His elemental burst while in melee stance. He does a wide slash, deals tremendous hydro damage to all nearby enemies. I wonder what the scaling is going to be on that. Might be really high. And it's going to trigger Broken Flow Burst. What Broken Flow Burst is, it's a AoE hydro damage skill, and it'll deal damage to enemies under Broken Flow when they're hit with the elemental melee burst. So this is just some more AoE damage when you pop your ult in melee, it'll deal more AoE damage. Ascension 1 passive, Broken Flow duration is increased by 8 seconds. Wow, that's a long time. So they're just going to continuously be taking AoE hydro damage after that ult. Ascension 4. Critical hits dealt by normal and charge attack in melee stance will apply Broken Flow to enemies hit. So you want to build a max crit as high as crit rate that you can get on him and just keep on autoing. And you're just going to be doing tons of AoE damage. I see this being really great in Spiral Abyss. And the utility passive, all active team members' normal attack talents level increased by 1. It might not seem like a lot, but that does go a long way because it helps with a little bit of damage boost. And the last one here that's all been translated nicely for us is Xinyan, our Pyro Claymore user. So, elemental skill deals damage to all nearby enemies, otherwise known as fans, converts their passion into a shield that absorbs pyro damage. Damage absorbed will be based on the amount of fans affected. So the more enemies you hit, the bigger the shield is that absorbs pyro damage. And it's going to make her just a lot tankier. And it's going to combo within herself as well, of course. So as you can see, the different scalings of the shield. 0 to 1 will give you a level 1 shield. 2 enemies, level 2. 3 enemies hit, level 3 shield. On top of absorbing damage, you will periodically deal pyro damage to nearby enemies. So you're going to want to be closer to enemies. This way, when you hit at least 3 of them, you're just going to be radiating some damage nearby. Here are the shield attributes. When the shield is active, Xinyan will be imbued with pyro energy, which is awesome because that's going to be permanent elemental reactions that you can just always have on the go. You know, get them burning, swap out into like official, and do overloaded. Also, it says 250% absorption strength against pyro damage. So if you bring this in against like a mage, you're not going to be getting hurt. Elemental Burst deals physical damage and knocks back all nearby enemies, then periodically deals pyro damage to all surrounding enemies. So a knockback, and it's going to have like a radiating effect that's going to keep taking damage on them. Great. Ascension Passive. The first one says level 2 shield will now only require 1 enemy hit, while level 3 shield only requires 2. So it just makes it so you can get to that last tier of shield faster. So you can have that pyro damage always ticking around you. Ascension 4 passive. While the shield from her skill is active, the active character will deal 15% more physical damage. So I can already see her in combination with Bennett's ult and Mona's ult into like a Diluc or something crazy to do some great damage. You'll just pop her shield and then swap into your physical damage carry if you have another one on the team. And then our utility passive, when cooking foods that grants defense buffs perfectly, there's a chance of getting double the product. That's always nice to have. So that covers the translation, guys. I'm gonna leave the link down below if you guys want to read up on it yourself. Otherwise, you can feel free to just pause the video and read over everything so you guys can have like an in-depth look on each of the characters' skills. Well, that's all here from me today, guys. Make sure to smash that subscribe button to enter in the $100 Primo Gem giveaway. Comment down below hashtag Primo Gem giveaway with your favorite character in the game. Hit that like button. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.